There have been some poor pricing decisions in the past, many of them, but few enraged gamers and indeed the press as much as the $1,199 RTX 4080. The market could accept the Halo pricing attached to the 4090, a titan in all but name, a properly huge leap in GPU performance. PC market is used to price premiums at the very top end, but beyond that, the precedent is that as you go down the stack and less performant GPUs enter the market, relative value has to increase. RTX 4080 did not do that. And there are scenarios where in terms of price versus performance, the 4090 did proportionately better. That just shouldn't be happening.
Hello and welcome to the Finny Games. It's your host, BBG, aka BrokeBlackGamer. Today, I wanted to talk about why the 4080 Super is a good card. For most of my videos, I've given this card scrutiny and criticism for not living up to its predecessors and not living up to my expectations based on the 80 Super class and 80 Ti class cards in the past. But apparently, as I've been made aware, it's not fair for me to have expectations that carry over from generation to generation, and I've been informed that names don't matter even if they change the die sizes, cut down the memory bus, or gimp the VRAM with technology and AI technology that forces it to be used from day one instead of using the upscalers for future titles your cards get from day one. But with all of that being swept under the rug, if we ignore all those things, the 4080 Super is a great card. Still not for the price or for its name, but it is a great card, not for the value or not really for anything that I would want to use it for, but it is a great 1440p enthusiast card.
This graphics card, it feels like a $1,000 graphics card.
Oh my god, this thing is so big. Look how big that is. What? It's so big.
A few of the reasons why I like the 4080 Super is because it is a big, sexy looking card and it looks wonderful inside of my Antec C5 case. When you look at it, it actually makes you think that you made a good decision, and it's so big that it makes you think, go big or go home. This has to be just as good as the 4090 because it is the second most powerful graphics card in the world. And I'm ignoring the 7900 XTX because I don't want to even think about anything that would make me not think that this is the second most powerful graphics card in the world.
I don't know. Why are we even doing this? I can't take it anymore, guys. I am starting to lose it. I can't review another product that doesn't make sense or doesn't offer anything new. It's been like 2 years now. Make it stop.
So I guess you could say I like the 4080 Super because it's really big. Another reason why I like the 4080 Super is because DLSS 3 is going to be... DLSS 3 is really good.
I think the game devs are in agreement with GPU manufacturers, probably putting some invisible bloat in their games just to tank frame rates and sell newer GPU. Otherwise, I can't explain everything. Graphics in games reached its peak in about 2015 to 2016. I can't imagine a game more complex than Cyberpunk 2077 to run, yet somehow every next new released game, regardless of developer genre series, raises the bar for requirement hardware. Someone should investigate this.
So yeah, DLSS 3 is really good. It makes games in 4K actually look close to native. It makes games in 1440p look close to native, and I can't tell the difference between any of them. So some people were giving me hell about a car analogy. It wasn't a car analogy, it was a turbo engine analogy, okay? And I know that you don't have to like it, and it's fine that you don't, and just because I said that they're turbos, it doesn't mean that they're Porsche Boxster engine 911 turbos. It could be maybe like a turbo in a Kia Soul.
I mean, if it wasn't for frame gen and DLSS 3, this would be hard. And I'm well aware that you guys right now are like, NVIDIA paid him.
So it kind of feels like we're cheated. We're using technologies to bypass, say, optimization or the actual performance of a graphics card just to say that we get specific frame numbers. The Last of Us Part 1 is another example. When that game launched on PC, it had huge VRAM problems. Obviously, a lot of it has been patched over time, but it still has issues to this day.
Okay, so this isn't as hard as I would thought it would be. We're already at two good things. The first one's that it's really big, and the second one is DLSS 3. Even though that's not exclusive to the card, it's another reason why I like it. I guess the third reason would have to simply be that it is a 4080 Super. So what do I mean by that? I like the name. It makes me feel good that even though it doesn't feel like a 80 class card, or especially not an 80 class Super card, I still get to say I have a 4080.
Basically, a marginally faster RTX 4080 with a super sticker and a $1,000 price tag that actually should have been the 4080 price to begin with.
Number 4. The fourth reason why I like the 4080 Super is because
4080 Super, smooth 4K, maybe high refresh rate 1440p? Well, prepare to be surprised. This card actually struggles to play the latest games at 1080p. Let me show you. Maybe I should check out that new looter-shooter game that everyone is playing? The First Descendant? It came out just a month ago. Let's give it a go. I have an expensive GPU, so I want to play at 4K resolution. And of course, I want the highest graphics quality. That means that I am also using ray tracing. And oh my, what is this? 30 plus FPS? Are you serious? Is this all I get after spending $1,000? Maybe things will get better if we are out in the world? Let's check it out. No, not really. This is still a 30 plus FPS experience.
the fifth reason why I like the 4080 Super is because people think it's a better card than it actually is. And it actually is very fulfilling for me when I hear other people tell me that the card's really great. It almost feels the void in my heart the pain that I feel from not actually having the 4090. This actually makes me feel like I have a 4090. I don't know what experience they're talking about when they tell me how great this card is when they say, BBG, we love the 4080 Super. I've yet to find these experiences or where all this love comes from, but at least it does fill the void in my heart, knowing that I'll never have a 4090.
A couple years later, when NVIDIA launched the RTX 40 series, they decided, those high prices due to cryptocurrency mining sure are nice for how much money we've been making. So why don't we make the next gen RTX 4080, the successor to the 3080, like $1,200, about a $500 markup over the $700 MSRP of its predecessor. Now I can't speak to the actual sales of the RTX 4080 at $1,200, but I do know that it wasn't insanely popular. It was a really difficult price to swallow for anyone but people who are buying the highest tier of card, and for that class of people, well, you're probably just going to opt for the RTX 4090 instead for around $1,600 to closer to $2,000 these days.
Reason number 6. It's almost a 4090.
And it's still hard not to feel that this is still a pretty steep asking price for an 80 class product that isn't a TI, by the way. And I guess while there is now a gap in pricing terms for a 4080 Ti, with the AI boom, I do wonder whether we'll actually get to see one.
For all those who say that I would not be able to come up with 10 reasons why the 4080 Super is a good thing, guess what? I am capable. And number 7 is considered the number of completion in many domains. So, number 7. The 5080 only has 16 gigabytes of VRAMs too. So at least they're close.
The 4080 Super though? No. That card right there, that one there is a very interesting card. Like, it's good if you're perfectly okay. If you're okay with turning off all the ray tracing and everything that you literally bought that card for, fine, whatever. You should still be able to have a decent experience with it. You shouldn't have to feel like you need to run out and buy anything new, but you bought that card because, like, the only reason you would pay that much for an NVIDIA 80 series card is if, like, you want the best, but you just barely can't afford the best, like, which is the 4090. So you stuck with the 4080, which you put yourself, honestly, in a pretty cut down position to buy that 256-bit bus card. That it is what it is, okay? 16 gigs of VRAM, we all know you need more.
Reason number 8. The 8th reason why I think that the 4080 Super is a good card is because it has 16 gigabytes of VRAM. I think that's better than 12. I think that's better than 8. I think that's better than 3. Albeit not be enough for enthusiast level 4K performance, it's better than 8. It's better than 8.
And that makes the price reduction of the 4080 Super feel like some kind of Stockholm syndrome. It is kind of a good thing, and the value certainly improves, but it's also difficult to praise something that has moved from complete insanity to moderately deranged.
The 9th reason why I don't care about, the 9th reason why I like the 4080 Super is because the 5000 series showed me that there wasn't much of a jump anyways, unless you went at the 5090.
480 Super? More like 480, wow, super paint job. In 4K gaming, we found next to no difference across our entire suite of games between our two top-end cards. In fact, our Super card performed a bit worse in Cyberpunk compared to our non-Super, despite having more cores and higher on-paper clock speeds.
And the grand finale, number 10. Reason number 10 why I like and love the 4080 Super is because it will always be a reminder that anything can die, nothing lasts forever, and what once was great will not always be great. That is why I love the 4080 Super. These are 10 things and 10 reasons why I love this card, and I love it so much. In November, what month is it, guys? January? Yes, January. This new year will be the year of positivity for me. And that is not a promise. That is not a fact. And that will probably never happen. But this is my 10 reasons why the 4080 Super is a great card. I don't even know if that was 10 reasons. So I guess that's all I have to say for today. So the Finny games are over. Enjoy your 4080 Super. Hey guys, this card, it really let me down. I was trying to be positive for the video, but there's just not really much I have to say. And look at this box art. When you first look at this thing, you're just like, wow, this is going to be the best experience that I've ever had in my entire life. And unfortunately, that was not my experience, not even close. I thought that this GPU would last me for years to come. I remember opening the box, smelling it, and just being like, this is the future. This is my future. You're going to be in my home for 7 years. He's going to be out of my home very soon. He won't even be out in my home for the 6000 generations. He would be out tomorrow if I had money for a 5090 tomorrow.
To all my Pascal gamer friends, it is safe to upgrade now.